A list of the topics, themes, and subject matter for the episode can be found in the chat or description below.
Monsters come in different shapes and sizes. Small voices singing, set me free. Set me free. You said you'd hope to die. You've crossed my heart now too many times. I'd stick a needle in your eye, but I'm too shy.
We would like to thank our sponsor, HeroForge.com. HeroForge.com has enabled us to bring you Midnight Rush to your very homes, and without them, we wouldn't be here. If you haven't heard it yet, HeroForge.com offers kit bashing. It is a new feature for pro subscribers that levels up the customization on HeroForge.com. The vast array of items and features that can be placed anywhere on the Mini, users have more freedom than ever before to create bespoke miniatures that represent their characters' unique personalized stories. Kit bashing allows you to add up to 20 more items onto your Mini, with each individual item having independent scaling, rotation, and movement. Minis themselves now have greater customization with kit bashing, including more granular hand and finger positioning, independently posable legs and feet, and scaling for individual body parts. Items added to the Mini via kit bashing can be nested together into folders in the kit bashing menu on the right side of the screen, which allows them to be scaled and moved as one unit. Kit bashed minis can be purchased in any form currently available on Hero Forge, including both physical products and such as color printed plastic or color standees, as well as the digital products such as STLs. Visit HeroForge.com and make your Mini today. A few days passes. All your drama set aside, another notification comes into your phone. This one is for a scheduled appointment, however. It says 2 days from now to give you some time to prepare. It sends an address. It is a warehouse downtown. And there's a lot here, especially for Coralie to work with. They send you blueprints of the place. They send you a specific instruction at the end. There is a lockbox that you will find. There is a code for a safe. You need to take the lockbox from that safe to another address. It is asking you whether you are available, just like your other jobs that are called in advance.
Shall we?
This is the only thing we do.
Well, it seems like we're not burning down a building this time.
I'm still bringing my guns.
Yeah.
I can do a scout out of the place with this one. Like points to like my pack.
So we're taking it.
Let's do it.
All right.
You guys accept, and preparation begins. Coralie, you look at this blueprint. It's pretty old, but there are a lot of discrepancies because you get 3 sets of blueprints. One from the 80s, another from the 90s, and then another one in the recent 2010s?
I will effectively probably start with trying to compare the blueprints and see if the footprint of any floor changes, if there's been any, like, public documentation of work that has gone through, like additional traffic of construction trucks or anything like that.
Roll me intelligence and academics.
That's 9 dice, baby.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hell yeah, I need you to get me 5 successes.
Okay. I rolled 3 successes. I'm gonna burn willpower.
Okay.
Okay, I have 5 successes.
With 5 successes, you ascertain that there are secret passageways that have been built in certain walls. And as of late, there is a connection to the subway system.
Looks like this might have some subway access.
I could bring my tools and we could hear better.
There being subway access means that there's an alternate way in.
Doesn't that also mean there's a lot of escapes and entrances as well?
Precisely.
Escaping into the subway kind of leaves it open to travel, right?
This is also a bigger location than you're used to. About twice the size of the biggest location you've hit.
You guys, do y'all remember what Worm said that long time ago about how there's definitely Duskborn or something along those lines underground?
Yeah.
This might be a hive or something. Or, at the very least, access to one.
All right, I got an idea.
Yeah?
Well, why don't I make a few of these headphones so we can all hear better? And Tinny's gonna take her microphone that she uses that connects to her headphones, and she's going to make little, what would we call them? Little headphones?
Like earbuds.
Earbuds. Yeah, like in-ears.
Roll me wits and craft, please. And because you're creating 3 additional, roll me 4 success.
1, 2, 3. I have 3 successes. I will use... Fuck it, I'll use willpower. This shit's serious.
Okay.
All right, that's 6 successes.
Let's go.
Okay. With 6 successes, you basically create earbuds for each of you, and you have like an auxiliary one that another person can carry as a microphone.
Awesome. All right. Who wants to carry this microphone? My hands are going to be busy with guns and knives.
I can do it.
You have the drones, so that makes the most sense.
Like, hands free. So I'll carry.
With these, we'll be able to hear anything from, I don't know, a mile away.
With those 6, I would even say that you are able to make an attachment for one of the microphones to the drone.
That's what I was thinking. To like put it on to one of the drones, the Scout Blue. Are we at the location now? Should it like?
Well, there's two more days. So preemptive. If there's anything else that you want to do in preparation, do you want to go to your contact, Coralie?
I would like to, if Adrian would be okay with sharing the cookbook and or if we are aware of it, to try to make some of those bags of sunlight.
Well, here's the thing. Within the last 6 months, you guys have been trying to do so, and the ingredients are insane. Hydrogen peroxide, sodium hydroxide, distilled water, tungsten. Those are easy to get for you guys. And 2 things that I don't think you have access to. Choleric blood and an alchemist's blood.
Oh fuck.
As we're preparing, I look to the others and I say, how do we feel about calling Jet?
I was just about to ask the same thing. I guess I could text him.
Fine.
Do it.
Yeah.
You guys were supposed to tell me not to.
Sorry, we didn't. I didn't pick up on that energy.
All right, and Tinny starts texting Jet. She tries to make it sound as platonic as possible. It's like, hey, me and the team could really use some of them ingredients for them blood bags.
He replies, "No good morning?" Question mark.
Tinny replies, ...
Okay. Then messages, "I'll be there in 20 minutes."
Tinny slumps into her chair like,
Adrian was definitely reading this entire conversation over your shoulder.
every time this happens, every time he takes the opportunity, and I don't think I can make it clearer. I don't think I can make it any more clear.
Should I text him good morning?
No.
20 minutes pass, and a Pontiac Firebird arrives on your driveway. He steps out. He squints in the sunlight. Ugh. Oh my god. Ugh. Must be important for you to text me in the morning.
Why are you not dying again?
Some of us can step in the light. Yeah.
Fuck.
Weird.
Tinny comes out with a black umbrella,
Oh, you do care.
and she drops it. And and she
He grabs it and just walks in. I suppose this isn't a social call.
Yeah, we need things for the blood bags to make the sun bombs.
Ooh. I don't know. Crosses his arms. What do I get out of it?
How much?
Oh, I have money. There is no possible amount of money you can give me that I don't already have.
All right, don't show off, guy. All right, like, what would you like as an exchange?
Looks around the room.
You want some Korean food?
Honestly, I haven't had any in a while.
Okay.
Okay.
Ajima. Then I just like kind of walk away, calling the.
That's it?
under her breath, Tinny goes, I hope it's from her mom.
Adrian tries not to laugh at that.
And you see that Jet starts to sit in front of the desk. Do you guys have the other ingredients?
Yeah, it's just the two blood sources that we're having a hard time trying to even figure out where to get, so.
I mean, who do you take me for? And she kind of points at her workshop that he's sitting in.
Jet looks at Tinny, then looks at Chanyol, and walks over to Chanyol, and kind of like gets a little close and is like, "So how's your sister been?" Just like between the two of them, not really letting anybody else hear.
I don't know.
Tinny's knuckles are going white.
And as Tinny's knuckles are going white, okay, I think that's enough. And walks over to Tinny. Hand, please.
What?
Hand, please.
And she looks over at Chanyol.
Gives you a syringe. I need some of your blood.
Excuse me?
What?
Just a little bit.
For what purpose?
You want sun bombs, right?
What about Tinny's blood is going to help us with that?
Jet comes up to you, speaks in Korean. There's a lot of flavors of blood. And we need Tinny's blood because they're jealous whenever we interact with you. Or anybody does. You all hear this. Coralie, you're the only one who understands this.
Tinny can't speak fluent Korean, but she goes, yeah!
Start taking notes.
Hey! What's going on?
And then they just like, see what I mean?
In Korean, I say back, so at the very least, Coralie can hear, wait, why jealous of me? jealous. Wait, what?
Flicks your forehead. You're stupid.
Okay, well, how can I still convince her about this?
I don't know. And Jet just starts drawing blood, their own blood. Look, Tinny, we're gonna need your blood. Need my blood.
Tinny looks at Chanyol again.
I don't know. Let's.
And Jet starts to take the tungsten and the peroxides. Starts to rate it.
Tinny looks at Coralie.
Just waiting. Time's ticking.
Fine. Fine. And Tinny gives you her hand, but she will not look at you.
No, he gave you a syringe for you to do it. So, kind of like, I'm not even going to do it to you.
I'll do it.
Yeah, dojo.
I'll take the syringe.
I put my hand out for Coralie then.
And being a medical student who knows how to do this and has lots of practice to make it as painless as possible, and also this is my best friend, I do it.
So, within the syringe, they put that into a bag and put another syringe, kind of attaches it. And they make 2. That's all I can make today.
You can make more tomorrow.
I could. It's a matter of whether I would. Look, I promise to keep Chanyol safe, and that's it.
Why him?
I owe somebody a favor.
You keep saying that.
Who?
You know, it doesn't take long to put 2 and 2 together about who that favor belongs to, right?
But fucking still, why would my sister and you have anything to do with each other?
Your sister works for me.
4?
Hey, I told you, I have more money than I care to deal with. Somebody needs to manage that.
My sister's been your accountant this entire time.
Not necessarily an accountant, but they work with my money here in America, and then somebody else works on the money eastern part of the world. So yeah,
Touching the.
I don't think that's the thing that you should be worried about. If you need this, that means you're trying to take on like a lot of kindred. So
Tinny reluctantly leans forward and and then she kind of does some puppy dog eyes and she goes, "Why don't you care about my being safe?"
why would I?
She spits at your shoe.
You clearly don't like me, so
Didn't know I was that easy to read, so
I shrug at Jet.
I get a napkin and I clean up the spit.
What are you doing? No. Like, take this, like, napkin before you, like, you don't clean up random people's spit.
if you come back tomorrow, we'll give you more Korean food. And she looks over at the others like,
look, I also have other things to do.
We can make 2 work.
Look, tell me what you guys are about to do, and maybe I can help you with that.
We're not telling you.
Okay.
"Okay, bye."
Wait, before you go, do you know anything about ghosts?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll text you.
And before he leaves, goes over to Chanyol. I'm serious. If you need help, whatever you're about to do, he's starting to look around. Let me know.
Whatever we're about to do, we can't fucking tell you anything.
Okay.
Tinny staring at him while playing with her lighter.
He just like smiles as like, okay. Gets into the car, puts some shades on, and drives off.
As soon as he leaves the building, I start texting him questions about ghosts. Just completely unrelated to anything we're about to do.
And I, again, inappropriately, without any like social understanding, still not processing everything that's like happened, I go over to just like hug Tinny and just like put all my weight on like the top of her head and just like start complaining about how annoying Jet is, but just sort of like using her to like just like relieve his annoyance basically.
Yeah, I know. He's real annoying. What are you doing?
You're so comfortable.
What? Tinny looks at Adrian like, does he hug you like this?
Adrian is sitting on the couch working on Blue and looks like barely spares a glance. Yeah. And then goes back to doing what he was doing.
Adrian, you have like a day more. You have a contact. Do you ask for help from them?
Yeah. I think that I do. Yeah.
What do you need your contact to do?
I need more like equipment for specifically Blue for observation. I want to implant it with a recording device or being able to like take in audio as well as like feedback to my own headphone. Probably be able to feed it into what Tinny was able to create for me.
Roll me your dots in ally, persuasion, and charisma. Or manipulation, whichever is higher. With 4 successes, you texted them the first day. By the next day, you got a box of supplies. Everything you need.
I look down, I check in, I like look at the quality of the equipment. It's like getting more high quality because I'm able to provide more money to go like on the high end of things, and I just shoot back.
Some of the serial numbers are scratched off.
Of course they are. Perfect. I goes like nodding approvingly. Send a message. Thanks. Got it.
While we're all sitting here and prepping, Tinny has received like 3 texts from Sky, and she just keeps looking at her phone.
One of the texts is an invitation to a film festival that they have been entered.
I think she likes his message about the movie festival. And then she kind of starts to type something. And then she deletes it. And then she puts her phone down.
Coralie, you wanted to use your library perk. Roll me intelligence and academics, and let me know what you're trying to find.
Okay. The perk that I want to use is library perk, how to halt them. Essentially, assuming that this is a potential hive, and assuming that we're going to go up against Kindred or Duskborn, basically ways for us to protect ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Your rapport with Jet just proves that this isn't the first time you and Jet have texted about Kindred or supernatural folk. Jet has given you a list of things that Duskborn or Kindred in general may or may not be weak to. Jet has mentioned that if you're going to use religious symbols, it needs to be any religious symbol blessed by someone who actually believes in these symbols. You also know that silver and things like that are on a case-by-case basis. The things that really help are fire, sunlight. Well, sunlight sometimes, but definitely fire. And lots of bodily harm. So, and Jet specifies like that is specifically for Duskborn. Kindred are different, and they hope that you don't run into them. But if you do, healthy dose of fire is always good.
Okay. With that information, I will make a note to probably tomorrow try to go to my mom's house to get one of the protective totems that my grandmother blessed, and try to maybe get some Molotov cocktails or something ready.
The day after Jet came, you texted about ghosts, and you get a box as well, Coralie, specifically addressed to you. And there are 2 blood bags, but they are different. Jet has placed a note that says, "Good as firebombs," on those blood bags. And then inside, underneath, is an iPod. And Jet texts, if you get the box, that iPod is haunted, give it a listen or two sometimes.
Send a selfie of me, thumbs up.
And they reply with a unflattering selfie as well. Like, they are purposely making it unflattering, and just like from the lower angle, just with the double chin, thumbs up as a response to you.
Fuck. Do I like Jet? Do I want to be friends with Jet? Fuck. I listened to the iPod immediately. I imagine this would be in private.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Damn it.
in my room, because I know it's ghost related and not related to our case. Yeah. Sorry. But are you...
So far, it doesn't really kick in yet. Chanyol, you wanted to text Worm. You get a text back of, what?
Take a look at this location. Any sightings of you know what?
I'm in Jersey, bitch.
Why the fuck are you in Jersey?
NYB.
Well, still, you got any information?
What time do you text them?
I think kind of a little after Jet's first visit.
They just say, "I'll get back to you."
How much should I wire you?
They just reply, "Dealer's choice."
Okay. We'll start at a base 3,000 for any collateral, blah, blah, blah.
The next day you get a text. They just say, "Very dangerous job. Be careful. Estimate 50. And more to come.
We can handle it.
Your funeral."
Thanks.
Doesn't reply after that.
And I let the group know immediately.
Tinny.
I think Tinny would have texted Gail.
Gail messages you. "You know I can't say no to a party."
Tinny kind of realizes that maybe she should have asked the group before messaging Gail. But she texts Gail back, "Just think it's better to be prepared for the worst."
"I got you, honey."
And then she likes it and sets her phone down.
Adrian, you head back home. It's been a while. Your sister's like, Look who's walking in through the door."
I walk in, I do a spin, I make it a whole thing.
You smell amazing food. Your grandmother is cooking.
Oh, amazing. Oh,
Oh, who is that?
Hey, Gran.
Is that my baby? Come here.
Yeah. Like walks in with a big grin and then gives her a hug, a bear hug.
Smacks your butt a little bit. All right. Obviously, I'm gonna be done with this in a bit. Sets the plates. Your sister's just looking at you. It's like, the hell are you here for?
Hmm?
Seem better than us now? You haven't been here. She's still smiling and being playful. Haven't been here in a while. Someone whisk you away from us?
No.
Looking all expensive, like flipping your collar.
Pops it as like she flips it. I don't know what you talk about. Who, me? No. No, just gigs are doing well. And keep on doing well. So
I know. Like, and she kind of takes out an iPad that you bought her. It's like, yeah, I've been using your gifts pretty well. School's doing great. Thank you.
yeah. Semester's going okay?
Yeah. I mean, it's kicking my ass a little bit. I'm not used to it that still, but yeah, everything's going fine. I mean, I miss you, but I know you're doing your thing.
Yeah, I miss you too. But that's the first semester for you. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be absolute hell. A nightmare even. But you'll get used to it after that. I promise.
Don't even get me started with grandma and like dating and shit. Like, oof.
Oh, like it just like has the face of remembering like what that was like kind of.
And your grandma comes, what's this all about dating? You have somebody in your life now? Huh? Big man?
Yeah, do you have someone in your life? Like looks to like oh me what
I'm talking about you, big man. The floppy collars are just like fucking with the collars.
maybe. I'm not sure. It might not go anywhere.
Well, whatever happens, you still have your home to come home to, all right?
Absolutely.
Oh, come on. Now, grab a plate. Let's see over here. And roll me charisma and a composure.
Where's my composure? Okay. 3.
Your sister looks at you and kind of like reads you a little bit, but can't really place like what's going on. And they just start enjoying, the dinner that your grandma cooked.
I would say that we enjoy dinner. We talk and we laugh about memories, specifically us in diapers, and how we acted growing up and how embarrassing that was. And it wasn't just in one direction, it was in both directions. So we thought that one of us was protected and we weren't. Grandma's wrath was always there, so it didn't matter. And I call a lift home for her, my grandmother, after a wonderful night. I turn my eyes to Vanessa. Kind of serious look. Hey.
Yeah.
You obviously know I love you, right?
What's this?
What's what?
What's this about?
Nothing.
Okay.
So I've been thinking about, mom and dad, and how sudden that was. Car accidents, right? You don't expect it to happen. And it really got me thinking about who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. So I kind of started letting you know that I'm setting stuff up if anything were to happen to me.
Well, there better not.
Like I said, it could happen suddenly tomorrow, years from now. I'll be gray and old, but I'd rather you be set up if something bad happens.
Okay, but promise me nothing bad will happen.
Nothing bad will happen.
Lock it. And she puts up her pinky.
Puts up a pinky. Interlocks them. Stares at her. I promise.
She gives you like a sudden hug.
Okay, all right. Relax. This is too close. So like pat her on the back. This is too much. All right, just
And she bites you in the chest.
ow, why?
And it's like, all right, go to whoever you go to at night.
Don't worry about it. Talk to you later.
Whatever.
Before we start to set out, so perhaps a few hours before we roll out, Coralie will text Jet.
Okay.
And in a very roundabout and difficult way, basically say where we're going and what we're doing.
Okay.
Traitor.
And I assume you're listening to the iPod while you're doing this.
Oh, yes, 100%.
You hear all of a sudden, it's like, you're not Wendy. Who the fuck are you?
Hello. Can you hear me?
And like a song comes on saying stranger danger, stranger danger.
Who's Wendy?
And the song kind of changes into like a song about best friends.
I'm taking notes. It takes me longer and longer to respond to Jet in between text messages because I'm taking notes about this iPod.
And it just stops working for a bit. It's on, but it stops working. And as you head over to the warehouse, you're in the vicinity. Around what time do you think you commence this assignment?
In the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say like when it's sun is like starting to rise, not so we have that time. Yeah.
You head there, you know the layout of the place. Because of your research, Coralie, you know that there are secret compartments in the walls. You know that you're looking at 50 people in and about there. How do you guys want to approach this area?
I think Tinny, before we even move in, she's handed everybody their in-ears. And she says, we go quiet, and if we hear anything, we be real careful, and we let each other know. All right?
I would say that Adrian deploys Blue, which is a scout model, which is designed to be quiet and to go ahead to, I know it's mapped out, but to like get a visual before we go anywhere. So kind of turning corners, see if there's anything there, sort of situation.
You start to map it out, and Blue is going in. Can you give me a wits and technology check?
Can I also use my specialty in drones?
Yes. To get me like 4 successes.
Okay then. It's 8, 8, 10, 7. So 4.
So with a 4, easily you can maneuver. It's quiet. You start to see that there are about like maybe 5 people that are standing guard. A lot of them are asleep. There's a lot of wooden planks in the windows. And one thing that you do notice is that the normally open like sunroof, like instead of glass, there's a lot of wooden planks as well.
Has our job specified to kill?
Well, your job is specified to get the thing in the safe. So killing is kind of optional, but preferred.
Doesn't look like we have much of a choice.
I mean, there's only 5 people that are awake and standing guard.
Do we know if we have to clean up after this one?
No, they didn't say anything. They just said that they need the lockbox in the safe at a certain address at a certain time.
A shit ton is implied.
So we distract them and try to get them out of the way.
Well, I was gonna say that I'm real stealthy, and I'm good with my knives, but I don't think I can take out 5 without them noticing I've taken out 5. Is Chung Yol, are you stealthy?
Yeah.
Adrian, you map it out, and you can easily, if you wanted to, if you were just sending 2 people in, you can guide them with blue where to go to get to the thing. You also have the access code to the safe, so you don't have to crack it, but still, going in and out is still a challenge.
So I can give them a path that would bypass the guards? Is that what you mean? Or it's...
You could, yeah. They would still have to make stealth rolls, but
The 2 of us are fast, and we can take care of ourselves, so long as they obviously don't have fucking rifles or something.
Do they have weapons, from what I can tell?
yeah. Of the firearm variety.
The blood bags would work on these guys?
Yeah.
Based on your inference, there is a reason. You remember that Jet said some of them can stay in sunlight.
So, speaking of blood bags, I would have studied the 2 blood bags that I received in my package from Jet. He implied they're different. Would I be able to tell how they're different?
He kind of like basically gave you an idea that these are incendiary blood bags rather than light.
As we're preparing to come up with a plan, Coralie meekly opens her bag and pulls out 2 more blood bags and holds them out for the first time. Maybe these will help. They're not sunlight, they're fire.
Coralie,
Did you make them?
No,
where did you get that?
from Jet.
When?
Overnight shipping, I think.
All right. We don't have time to talk about this right now.
Are we going to go in and I'll find, like, we'll do a path for y'all to be out of the way the entire time? Or are we going to actually kill people here?
We'll see what happens. Let's get Tinny and I some bulletproof vests.
And I think that you guys prepare for the worst.
Have our backs.
Those incendiary things will do it.
Being stealthy, and if anything goes south, y'all are ready.
Right.
I think we got this.
Tinny and Chunyol kind of do like one of their little handshakes, like, yeah, we got this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we got this.
The 2 of you roll me stealth and dexterity, please.
This is fucked. I'm supposed to be good at this.
You can willpower it.
Yeah, I'm gonna willpower. God damn it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. A 10, and a 9 after some willpower.
So with a 5 and an 8, you guys enter. You're able to pry open like this door that luckily enough wasn't closed properly. It smells of piss and rust in this warehouse. It smells rancid and moldy. And you start to hear like a loud clanking sound underneath you, like in the basement.
Okay. We have our in-ears on, so...
Yeah, you all follow the drone. You're passing by all these people. They're just asleep. Till you get to one guy that's looking out of the window. You see sunlight touching his face, not being harmed.
I think I whisper under my breath so that they can hear us. These ones can touch sunlight.
All right.
You walk past, still on the same floor. You pass another guy, and there's 2 guys here. One on the upper floor, and then another one on the floor that you were on. With such a really good stealth, you guys can pass this. Going down to the basement, I need you to roll me another one.
I'm gonna use willpower.
8, 8, 9, 9.
With 4 each,
Tinny's got her knives out ready too, just in case.
you walk down. The drone, suddenly, Adrian, you notice the feed cuts out.
Fuck.
What happened?
I don't know.
And you notice a rock was thrown at Blue. It smashes onto the ground. The two of you notice that there is a guy holding like a baseball bat, and next to him, well, not next to him, but around across from him is a guy with a shotgun.
Shit.
The guy cocks the shotgun and points at you. The fuck are you two?
Just run after him, and we're gonna start fighting.
As you run after him, he's gonna shoot at you, Chanyol. So I need dexterity and athletics.
I got 4.
Immediately dodge it. The other guy is going to run after you, Tinny, with the baseball bat.
I'm gonna try to slide kick into his ankles.
Dexterity and brawl.
Can I use athletics instead of brawl?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Chanyol, what are you trying to do with the guy with the shotgun?
I'm gonna grapple him so that the shotgun's like range of movement, the dexterity.
Strength and brawl, please. And I know you have a specialty in grappling.
Yes, I do.
So add that as well. The two of you hear a gunshot within the building.
4 successes for me.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He runs up and you smack him in his left ankle. He tumbles and kind of turns around while he's on the ground. He's nearer by the stairs now.
I want to like get on top of him, knife at the neck.
I'll let you do this one. I'm gonna strictly need dexterity and melee. Chanyol, what you get?
I got 8 successes.
Oh, I'm not even gonna roll. So you get 8 successes. You control this guy. You're well grappled. You start to hear people from upstairs pretty much start a commotion, and they're starting to head down.
Damn it.
Tinny, what'd you get?
1 crit and 2 successes outside of that.
All right, you get to stab him in the neck.
Hell yeah.
He's still going though.
Fuck. All right.
I'm gonna say we need backup.
I would say that we're above. The camera got cut, like the feed got cut. I'm assuming I hear, because I have it outfitted to the drone, something hit it. Impact hit.
Yes. The drone is down, the video feed is off, but the audio feed is still on.
Good. So I'm hearing the scuffle.
At this point, we've alerted people. Yes, we're aware that we've alerted people.
Yeah.
So I think Tinny is like trying to secure him with the knife in the neck so she can get out the gun and shoot him.
He's going to try and push you off of him to kind of like reverse the way things are and try to mount you and do the same thing to you. Okay?
Okay.
I need you to roll me either dexterity and athletics or strength and athletics.
3 successes.
3 successes. I rolled a 5. He turns you over, and Chanyol, you start to see this guy overpower Tinny. Kind of as soon as you grab your gun, when you were kind of leaning in to point towards him, he pops his hips up. You feel like a sudden shrug forward, and he flips you over, and he is now on top of you. You still have a guard on, but he is now like trying to claw at you, trying to get your knife as well and kind of like stab you with it. Chanyol, what are you trying to do?
How do I have him right now? Do I have the shotgun secured or him secured?
You overpower this guy, like, it's real easy. So how, like, this guy is at your mercy.
I'd like to take the shotgun in that case.
Roll me strength and brawl. to kind of knock him out, or at least knock him away.
Yeah.
Roll me stamina and dexterity, the two of you, Adrian and Coralie, if you guys are running into the building.
Yeah, I believe Adrian is going to activate Wick, which that one, based off of John Wick, deploys and has a submachine gun attachment and goes in first. And then we'll activate their bracelet, which is the repel the unnatural for warding.
But I still need for the two of you to, if you're going in, to roll dexterity and stamina, and I need you to roll me about 6 successes. But if you fail, it's fine. That means you have, what the difference is the amount of rounds that pass before you get to Tinny end. Okay, so in 2 turns, Coralie, you can get there. In 3 turns, Adrian, you can get there. With the shotgun,
6 successes.
6 successes. You push him over. You have the shotgun easy. Tinny, you're gonna try and shoot this guy in the face. Roll me resolve in firearms, but because he is above you and has leverage, roll it at 1 die penalty.
How many successes am I gonna need?
It's a contest, so
Well,
you just need 1.
oh, I'm good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You shoot him, he kind of dodges, and he gets caught in the neck. Your blood just pours into your face. And he's still trying to claw at you, but he's getting significantly weaker. Adrian, Coralie, because you're faster, you get in there. Some of the people are congregating. They kind of did a accidental bottleneck by the stairs.
As soon as I realize that something is going wrong, I would have gone for the Molotov cocktails. And as well as there is a wooden mask that I would have acquired from my mom that was blessed by my grandmother. And it has very accentuated features. You see an extremely large nose and these almost silly eyes that are carved in a very rich mahogany sort of wood, and it has this very shiny lacquer on it, and it is fastened to dark brown woolen string. Essentially, I'm holding that, gripping it in one hand, and then in the other I chuck this Molotov cocktail after I've lit it into the bottleneck.
Roll me strength and athletics.
I'm really bad at that. Okay.
Oh no.
It's only 2 die. I got a 3 and a 9.
About 4 of the guys that were bottlenecking see that you are throwing something at them. They disperse out of the way. The others erupt into flame.
Adrian,
you see that, like, the bottleneck, the people are erupting into flame. There are 4 people heading towards Coralie and yourself. There are also 2 people upstairs. And there is about 2 other people probably somewhere here, if you're trying to count right.
The ones that are rushing up after being caught on fire, I'm going to have Wick aim, have an attack pattern for triple tap, which is head and heart area. I think that's just a flat 5 roll for that, I think, or something like that. So there's that.
Yeah, roll me your wits and technology.
9, 9, 8, 9.
You take out like 3.
And I would say activate a ward as I move forward so that they push back or like they at least back up.
Yeah, the both of you are noticing that they are just there. They can't move towards you. But they're just watching you guys. They want to shoot at you, but they're also having a hard time like taking their guns. Going back to Chanyol, you have the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
I have to dispatch the guy in front of me before I can address Tinny. Tinny can take care of herself.
Well, the guy, you pushed him away, so he has time to get up or whatever. If you want to take care of the guy on Tinny, sure. But also, you counted 50 people was supposed to be here. You haven't really counted all 50. And you start to hear people from behind you.
Fuck.
I am going to activate my repel the unnatural. Although the shotgun is very much, I'm in a strange position here with like my hands and configuring everything. The good thing is that my repellent, my objective focus are the brass knuckles that I have. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna roll resolve plus occult versus the person that is above Tinny's composure and resolve.
What do you say?
Back the fuck off.
For some reason, Tinny, as you see this guy stands up and just backs away.
And I just start like dragging Tinny up and we need to run.
You see a guy falling down the stairs from where you came on fire.
Tinny's gonna run to the thing we gotta grab.
Roll me dexterity and athletics.
The both of us?
Just Tinny.
That's what I'm good at. She's scrappy.
You all start to hear gunshots from where the other sound is coming from, and you hear a maniacal laugh of a like middle-aged woman.
I got 110 and 3 other successes.
You are able to get the box out, but still, your exit from where you came is blocked by burning bodies.
Right.
You start to see that the warehouse is starting to catch fire.
Naturally.
The other way, you can assume Gale is there because it's a very, very recognizable laugh.
All right. I say under my breath so everybody with the in-ears can hear. I say, I'll meet you at Gale.
We retrieved the item.
And I'll run to Gale.
The two of you, easily you can walk out. The guys are just like in place. You see the warehouse is starting to catch fire.
When you say they're in place, like what do you mean? Like they're just staring or glaring at us?
Yeah.
And they just are moving forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're having a hard time like moving in your presence.
And I slowly back up if they have retrieved it and they're on their way out, unless they need support.
I throw another Molotov cocktail.
Two other guys like, ah!
And just slowly back out. The ward is within range of you, Coralie, so like it applies to you too.
Yeah. Two other guys get set on fire. You start to see that the fire is creeping up to the ceiling, and the wooden planks on the sunroof start to collapse. And as sunlight comes in, the other kindred, like the other Duskborn, start to disperse, and they realize there's nowhere to go.
Coralie points up to the burning sunroof and says, "That's fucked up."
You can tell me if this is a thing that I can do, Fabs. Can I set Blue to like either dismantle or self-destruct so that no one can get any evidence of it? Yeah.
Destruct, sure. Self-destruct, sure.
I set it. It's not like a big explosion. It's just like probably it will hurt 2 people, but that's about it. So I pull out my small laptop that's like palm size, and then I just type in code to set it to go off in 5 seconds, and back out.
As you go out, the two of you, Gale is dispatching these guys, and they just see it's like, come on, kids. And they are ushering you guys to the subway system.
I think Tinny's like real frustrated. She kind of looks at Chunyol and she goes, "Thanks for saving my ass."
Yeah, no worries. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Just glad I didn't need to save anybody else's back because my back needed to be saved.
I kind of brush any hair away from.
And I flinch. I'm like,
I'm not gonna smack you.
This is real nice and all, but building seems to be burning. Let's get out. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Can you tell the other two to meet at my place?
yeah, let's go.
You guys drive to this area, and you get to Gail's. Gail's asking, "Is like, is that it? Like, we just clean up that nest? That's it?"
Well, we have to deliver this now.
And Tinny holds it up to her.
Looking at the box, what does the box look like?
Like a regular lockbox, like a cash box. But so Gail kind of like, can I check it?
Yeah.
Gail takes the box and looks at it and looks inside, opens it.
Huh?
Thanks, kids. And she places it on a desk, and you start to see a few other people, heavy artillery.
Gail, what the fuck?
This is a big score. I'm sorry.
Are the heavy artilleries with her?
Yeah,
And this is her place.
this is her place.
What's in the box?
That's none of your business. It's fine.
I point my gun at her.
I point both my pistols at her.
You don't want to do that. Look, you guys have been doing really great for the last 6 months, and I'm proud of where you guys got to. But getting cuts from you guys is kind of chump change. So we're gonna make a deal with whoever owns this, and I'm gonna give you for a choice. You can mosey on out of here, or you can take the hard way out. And you start to see, like, there's like about 6 people have guns trained on you.
Gail, you know what's going to happen to us if we don't get this back to where it's supposed to go.
Hey, maybe, you say that, somebody intercept. By the time that I talk to the person who owns this, they'll know. They'll probably get you guys off the hook.
Do you know that for sure?
Not really, but hey, you're taking the chance, not me.
Gail, I made you a birthday cake.
And it was a lovely cake. Right, boys? Yeah.
What the fuck?
You are a real fucking piece of work, Gail.
Hey. I know. Hear a cane approaching. Got it, Gail? It's Carter. Yeah, we got it.
Put my gun away.
Good.
Do the same.
Next time I see you, you're fucking dead.
Coralie, you get a text. Still have your phone in front of you.
I look at it subtly.
It just asks, do you want to have some fun? Yes or no?
Thumbs up emoji.
You start to hear from back someone just, and you start to see a gun fall with a hand, a dismembered hand attached to it.
Tinny puts her guns back up. Tinny shoots at Carter.
You shoot Carter, he's dead.
Yeah.
You shoot Carter in the face. Gale gets like flustered. You hear another guy head rolls, hits your foot, Adrian.
I activate Wick to take out as many people in the area as I can at the moment in that turn.
Yeah, you activate Wick, shooting like all these things. It's chaos. Gale grabs the box and starts to run and book it.
Chase after her.
Chanyel, strength or dexterity and athletics.
I hide.
Wherever Coralie's going, I'm going to make sure that Coralie's behind me, or at least like out of range, that I'm the first person you see kind of situation.
5 successes.
5 successes. Okay. You catch up. She's pretty old. She's spry, but she's pretty old. You're pretty fit. You are cleaner now that you're not on like glitter.
Mm-hmm.
You catch up to her. I'll let you tackle her. Sure.
I'm tackling the fuck out of her.
Tinny, there are 3 assailants left, and they start shooting at both you and Adrian. Coralie is already undercover.
Yeah, I'm gonna take cover and shoot at him.
Okay. Roll me resolve in firearms, please.
Okay, that's 2 successes, 1 crit.
In the firefight, you clip one guy, and then you are able to avoid another guy that's shooting. Adrian, I just need you to do dexterity and athletics to not get hit by any stray bullets.
All right, that's not my best, and I'll do my best. Hold on. 2 successes. Do I need more than that?
2 successes. You take. Let me damage you guys for a bit.
Yeah, you can damage me. Go for it.
You take 1. I wouldn't say aggravated, but 1 superficial damage as you get shot in the calf.
I almost take a knee, but I like stop myself from crouching because I feel like Coralie will be visible.
Tinny, you see that Adrian takes 1 in the calf.
Tinny just says, "Stay down, I got this."
You see the 2 guys that were shooting at you. One slumps down, like flips over and slumps down with a slash on its belly. The other one is also dispatched. There's one in front of you that you didn't notice as you ran behind this box. And he's just got one thing trained on you. And he's looking at you and it's like, this isn't worth it, man. And just gives you the gun and just walks away.
That's valid.
And I look at him and I go, "Smart choice."
From where I'm taking cover, I try to drag Adrian into it and I yank my bag open, and I will just try to like superficially just stop the bleeding by wrapping some gauze around it.
You easily staunch the wound, and you have Gale.
I'm gonna take the lockbox from her if I can.
Easily. Look. All right, look, just how about we just ransom it from
From who?
whoever owns it?
You think after I have you in this position now and I take my gun out and train it at her, that you can point guns at us? And you can go back and go along with fucking Carter? And then we'll be good and then we can partner up on some shit like this?
It's worth a try.
We weren't even supposed to be in this. Why shouldn't I kill you?
I don't know. I would say if you would make sure I'm dead. Cuz if you don't, I'll make sure that I'll come back and make your lives a living hell.
I start shooting and I empty my barrel.
Her face cannot be recognized anymore. You emptied a whole clip. You have to deliver this thing.
Penny also has a thought. And as that guy that put his gun down starts to walk away, when he's turned away from her, she shoots him in the back of the head.
You get a notification on your phone. It's a notification of you having to deliver the package.
What is the next location?
Next location, Midtown.
How covered in blood are we all, folks?
I'm gonna go over to Coralie and check on Adrian.
I've had worse. It's like Adrian says.
Adrian, your jeans are ruined.
I'll buy another one. It's fine. It's okay. Thanks.
Are you okay? Can you move?
Walking will hurt a little bit, but I got it.
You start to hear the background whistling of I Will Survive in the rafters as it's dying out.
What the fuck was that?
That's probably Jet.
Damn it.
I think he actually likes us.
God fucking damn it.
Well, I'm glad somebody does.
What's in the box?
I open it.
It's a perfectly spherical red stone. Downtown in the city, Manhattan, you find a unmarked, very elaborate storefront. Navy blue door and a small light in the front to indicate that it is open. Inside, as the door opens, it is a lavish looking, expensive dining hall. Quite small, just enough for about 6 or 7 parties. You see that there are very expensive looking individuals seated there with expensive looking plates, very dark red meals in front of them. You walk past through all the way to the back into a private area. A mahogany door stands in front of you and it opens. You're being guided through by this well-dressed man, very pale skin, sleeked back hair with like Eastern European features. Very square-jawed, very sharp looking facial features. He ushers you in. He says, "My name is Hector. This is my establishment, and if you need anything, whether it's vessels or if your palate is a special kind, please don't hesitate to ask. If you need a menu, they are on the table. Your other guest is waiting." And as he points over to the table, you see a finely dressed man smoking a cigar with a slumped over blonde woman, passed out, still breathing. Clearly, they have been fed on. This man bolsters up, stands up. He has a tall stature, broad-shouldered, very shaggy beard, but it's still well kept. Says, "Ah, the son of San Francisco's here. Thank you, please have a seat. Thank you, Hector. We'll get to you shortly. We do need to discuss some business." And as you enter, Hector closes the door. "Please describe to us what David looks like."
David is lean, all muscle underneath very fine clothes, understated. He doesn't want everyone to look at him because they will, with or without his clothes. David is not exceeding 6 feet, but his presence is enormous in this space as he smiles from ear to ear, a warm smile that just lightly plays at the corners of his eyes. There's a seriousness there as he extends a hand politely. Happy to be in your town.
Austin, with his pretty meaty hand, extends the gesture with a firm handshake. One that is very reminiscent of the Korean businessman that you used to be accustomed to. Shakes your hand. So nice to meet you again, David.
Pleasure to see you, Austin. Let's sit. I see you've already started without me, but that's all right.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I was a little frazzled this evening.
Frazzled? Well, no need for that.
More excited. Excited, let's say.
That's more like it. That's the spirit. And with that, David very, smoothly, almost as if he were on rails, seats himself, almost eerily keen on being just perfect when he is seated, posed the picture of wealth and comfort and ease.
Austin is the inverse of your mannerisms. Very relaxed, very carefree, but very brash, very American, if you will. He sits down on his seat, starts to smoke his cigar. As Kindred, you don't really need these things, but he really, really loves the taste of tobacco on his lips. Like, I am on a high. After finally, what is it? 6-7 months of working, we finally got what we were working towards. And I think you'd like this news, but we finally got the stone. And looks at his watch. It should be arriving at my compound shortly. But where are my manners? How have you been? How was your trip? I hope that you have introduced yourself to the prince before our meeting.
Of course, I have my manners. Of course, I've seen the prince. First stop, of course, because no one crosses the entire country of the United States without paying their due respect. But the city is as gloomy as I remember.
Well, it'll be lighting up soon enough. Knowing that you did mention you're flying all across the country, I'm quite curious as to what brings you. I mean, we are both the believers of stone, but at the same time, I'm surprised you were so eager to come over.
Well, someone such as myself in the long history, proud work of my family. I have business all over the world. You understand, Austin.
Oh, I do.
And there's a tension that I think just flashes over David's face. He puts his hand flat on the table. It's not the cigarette smoke, though. That is noxious to him. A brief tell buried around, under thousands and hundreds of other thoughts and priorities.
Seem trouble, my friend.
No trouble. Personal matter.
Personal matter? Well, doesn't happen to have to do with young Duskborn that's overseas.
If you're alluding to the same Duskborn that the prince may or may not have also alerted me to, not everyone where I am from knows each other. Though if you did hear about a rabble-rouser, I see it as my family's duty to keep ours in order.
Well, that's very nice of you. Very kind.
Yes, it's kindness.
Well, you see, this rabble-rouser, despite the stone being at our reach, it's still a problem in the city. Thing is, I'm trying to get to this young buck over here. Because, if Esther, our sheriff, gets a hold of this Duskborn before I do, well, we do, and my associate, unfortunately, heads will roll. I'm afraid that ours might be part of that. He knows something. And, now that you're here, and since we're good, maybe we can see eye to eye and work together.
I would love to, of course, help our mutual interest in finding this Duskborn.
He seems very well connected too. Seems to have a lot of money, which is weird because he's a Duskborn. A lot of those kinds around this city broke. They're looking to us for money. I mean, we added them into the Camarilla, of course, but that's just what do you call progressive thinking on our wonderful side. But it's interesting to know that there's a lot of stash over here. You wouldn't happen to know any affluent Duskborn? I mean, or as you call them, orphans, across the sea, the ocean. Oh.
Yes. I have some idea of how an orphan might get a share. And I think at the edge of the table, David's thumb just digs in. He doesn't say anything.
David, you look a little tense. Or is something troubling you? Look, if you and I want to work together properly, we're gonna have to tell each other some unfortunate secrets, you know?
I may have a family interest in this Duskborn, but it's something that must stay between us, Austin. We're old friends. You wouldn't betray me.
Of course I wouldn't betray you. I mean, the last thing I want to do is mess with you, fine sir. Look, I understand how you operate. My forces won't pale in comparison to yours. I know how many people you have under you. Pretty little thumb over.
It's amazing what a nice please and thank you gets you these days.
See, I'm very negotiable. I mean, venture to venture. Everything's just business. But it's easier when two friends deal, right?
Of course. We're friends. And between us, it's something I'm worried about for my sister. You know, Debbie works very hard to maintain the reputation she has, and I'm just trying to be a helpful sibling.
I got you. I'll tell you what I know about this Duskborn. And, you can, do your thing. I mean, I do have to warn you that, he's working with some powerful kindred. Last we dealt with him, he had La Sombra with him.
La Sombra.
Yeah. Very, very, capable kindred. She is. Took down a lot of my men. And this, family matter of yours does a lot of things that the newer Duskborn don't know. I think he's been around the block for a little while.
Let's you and I worry about this together, and then maybe discuss that lovely stone you've acquired.
Sure, honestly. If you'd like, after we're done here, you can come with me. And we can get the stone together.
I would love that.
All I'm keeping track of is the weather, and there's no wind, no sun, nothing. 80 days and I'm not feeling better, but a sweet relief is finding me. There's no love under the portrait. Ain't got no loyalties, no one to please. I just got that rhythm hard and never leave, setting my soul free. Ain't got no loyalties, no one to please. I just got that rhythm hard and never leave, setting my soul free.